Hola guys, we are back yet again with an exciting episode of Dil Dosti Ki Dastan podcast. I am your host RJ Sneha and you're listening to Campus Spotlight, the exclusive radio station of IIT Palakkad. Nothing is as exciting as college life. Confusing, emotional, yet frustrating too. Here we are to relive and cherish the memories of the college life of our seniors, which they're gonna treasure for the rest of their life. So, in the last episode, we heard our seniors talking about their first day at IIT Palakkad. In this episode, we bring forth all those little moments which constitute the 4 years of our BTech life, the ones in classroom, hostel room, our Coimbatore trips, and everything around us. So, I have got a few questions for our seniors. So, let's move on to the first question. How did you guys evolve in these 4 years? What changes have you gone through?
I still remember in my first year how I used to rush to the classes to select my favorite seat. From that to being periodically late to nearly most of the classes, times do have certainly changed. Another interesting thing which I used to say to myself before exam times would be that not bathing just before the exam that time say would actually be really beneficial to me.
I was a good person before. In the first semester, I made some friends, but later became one of the founding member of Chirkus. AD, PS, Dave, and I. We did some crazy together. But later, when we settled in Transit campus, then the new gang came up. Ground floor, House, Rohit, Nikki, Manish, Inji. We had a lot of fun, and that was the dopest time I had in my college time. And one more thing, grand party!
I would say that I've changed a lot over these 4 years, and most of these changes happened during the first 2 years. Like, it was basically chaotic. I had no idea what I was supposed to do with all this newfound freedom. And one of the things that changed the fastest is, of course, my hygiene. I used to shower twice every day when I was at home, but when I went to college, I'll be honest, I tried to shower at least twice a day, but it did not always work out because most nights I would stay up at least until 2 or 3, and then I would struggle to wake up at 7:30, and I did not have time to shower. And even if I did want to shower, I'd usually have to schedule it with my roommate because both of us wake up around the same time, and then there's not enough time for both of us to shower and then head to class. But then I think it was in the second month of college that I decided that okay, enough is enough. I'll shower once a day, and it pretty much turned into a habit. For example, I used to shower at around 8:30 after going to the gym every single day, and I still do it. Once you do something for 4 years, same thing at a certain time for 4 years doesn't change. It stays with you for a long time.
So, as expected, our seniors have mostly gone through some or the other changes in these 4 years. So, let's move on to our next question. Describe your nights at computer lab.
Oh, the computer lab is a place where we spent a lot of time. Like whenever I used to go to the lab, I used to sit on the same PC every day, and I used to keep my bag and all my stuff there itself so that no one else would sit there. And I think most of the stuff used to be in the lab itself. Like I used to go for dinner, come back, then go for lunch, come back to the lab. Like everything I used to do, I used to come back to the lab and sit there the entire time. And I honestly feel like I like the ILA campus computer lab better than the transit campus computer lab because I think there we should have more musty than in the transit campus. The transit campus labs, I don't think we did that much musty.
Computer labs, I used to visit them a lot during first semester. I didn't have a laptop that time. After I got it, I started going regularly only during exam time. So yeah, exam time we're studying there. Then when we get tired, we watch some YouTube videos, play some mobile games, or do some stupid stuff. But what I remember is that I consistently every day made a fool of myself there during exam time. Because like I had the weirdest ringtones anyone could have, and then my phone would ring, and because I didn't keep it on silent mode, it would ring out loud, and everyone starts laughing while I had my walk of shame from my place to the computer lab door.
I never really liked computer lab, but I remember the time when Arjun Dev and I took pillow and bedsheet with us and slept on the on the table there full night.
I would say that I spent the most time in the computer lab. I think in my seventh semester, I had a lot of work going on with my college applications and BTP, and it was fun. We would head there after dinner, me and my friends, and we would try to work for maybe the first 30 minutes, and we would get a little work done. Then it would start with very innocent doubts and questions, and then it would dissolve into complete chaos. We would usually end up watching episodes of Japanese Spider-Man or Batman in the 1960s, and this happened every single night. Every single night, we would maybe get in around 1.5 hours of productive work if we spend 6-7 hours there per day.
So, computer lab is a place just like for me where we do everything else except studying. So, let's move on to the next question. I usually wake up hearing my roomie's alarm. How do you people wake up and at what time?
I usually wake up 15 minutes prior to the class, and I hate it when my roommate keeps alarm 1 hour before the class.
So in first year, my roommate was Bharat, and he used to wake up really early, like 5 or 6 in the morning, and then he would get ready and he'd wake me up by 7, and so I get ready by 7:45 something, being lazy obviously, and then I'd go to mess, and that guy was still in mess having breakfast 45 minutes after he woke me up, and then I'd have my breakfast that is still there when I leave mess, and then I'd find later if almost every day that guy was late for class. He's a legend. After that, I was roommate with Shantanu, who had a similar sleeping schedule as mine, so I had to start waking up by alarm. Yeah, if I woke up by alarm. Anyway, yeah, to counter that during exams, I used to tell my mom to call me to wake me up. Yeah, please don't judge me, please. I beg you.
Everything was cool in the beginning till third semester when we started missing all our alarms. Then my roommate Arjun Dev come up with this new theory. It was like if we want to wake up at 8 for exam, then we better set alarm starting from 6, that is 2 hours earlier. Then only we'll be able to wake up on time. And guess what? The plan worked. After that, the others started coming to our room for waking us up. And what was our alarm tunes? His was Jumme ki raat hai. And then I said, Tera 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 surur.
I generally used to wake up around 45 minutes before the first class of the day. So that meant even if the class was at 11 or 12, I used to wake up at 10:15 or 11:15 respectively. Regarding the alarm situation, I was mostly never bothered by the alarms of my roommate or my neighbors, but I do believe that might be the case vice versa.
The first 2 years of college, I used to wake up at exactly 7:40 every single morning. And it became so much of a habit that I would wake up at between 7:35 and 7:40, even if I didn't use an alarm. And my roommate, first 2 years of college, it didn't matter if he had an alarm or not. I would conveniently sleep through his alarm and wake up when I heard my alarm. But then it changed during the final year because I don't know what happened. I became a light sleeper. I would wake up if I heard anything. And that was a huge point of friction between me and Aman Sharma because he was extremely chaotic. He would get these bouts of motivation, which is I'll wake up today morning, I'll study, I'll do this, I'll do that, and he'd keep his alarm for I think 6:37. And then me, I would wake up at his alarm would wake me up, and then I'd be pissed off for the rest of the day. But I think in the last year, I would wake up at around 7:15 because it's common bathroom, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Okay,
So, what's more important for you guys, breakfast or 8 a.m. class?
8 a.m. class, obviously, because like that gave me a reason to skip mess breakfast and have something at Manju's canteen. And we all know how much of a mess our mess was. So yeah,
First or first class, I'll choose sleep. But if I were to choose between peanut butter and 8 a.m. class, I would choose peanut butter and sleep.
Breakfast is definitely more important than the 8 a.m. class. Oh my god. Even if I did wake up at 7:50, I would still find some time to eat something, even like have a cup of tea before I head into class. The first year, I am not proud of it, but there are some days in which I have grabbed food from the mess and ate it while I was walking. I like ate it while I was on my way to the class. It's a habit I picked up from some of my seniors.
If someone had asked me this question, I would have definitely gone for breakfast. So, let's move on to the next question. Do you listen to class seriously or just loaf around and sleep?
I think paying attention in a class is really subjective to the teacher and the subject he is teaching. Because in some subjects we used to be really attentive and we used to be really responsive to the teacher. In others we just used to loaf around or sleep or play with our phones. So yeah, in most of the cases we used to pay attention, but in some you just can't. Like you just fall asleep.
I've done both of these things. Like almost everyone has done both of them, and so yeah. But not listening to class gets you some really embarrassing things, like Matthew sir taking a photo of you while you're sleeping in class.
I would say I spend my whole BTech lecture shuffling cards, except in German lecture. My favorite, of course.
Okay, so to the next question. What do you guys crave for the most in our mess?
Who craves for anything in the mess? The mess I don't think has such food that you can really crave. But I really enjoyed the Sunday lunch that we used to get. The Sunday lunch was something good, but not really crave for anything. We just used to order from C Star twice or thrice a week. So no, nothing like that.
Favorite mess food, peanut butter with brown bread. That's all.
During my first and second years, Sakti Kitchen used to make really good Kerala parotas. So that time, those were one of my favorite things in the mess. Later on, only the snacks would be really worth craving for me in the mess. So to select my favorite thing in the mess, I would go with snacks like samosa.
I do not crave anything from the mess. I am not a foodie, but even by my standards, the mess food wasn't that good.
Okay, so how do you guys spend your weekends? And are you a night owl or an early bird?
Well, our weekends are mostly spent going to Palakkad or going to Coimbatore. But if we did have an assignment or a project, we used to spend it in the campus itself. I'm definitely more of a night owl because I remember once I was having breakfast and one of my friends asked, "Are you going somewhere?" And I said, "No, I'm just coming from the lab. I'm going to have breakfast and I'm going to sleep." So yeah, I'm more of a night owl.
It's minimality time in the weekend, and I'm a night owl. I rarely see the mornings in the weekends.
During the weekends, we would go out for food, mostly barbecue and Domino's. And I would finish my day by playing COD with my buddies. Capture the objective. Ganeda!
I usually used to get very little sleep during the weekdays, so most of my weekends I have spent sleeping hours at a stretch. I remember getting up around 9:55 or 10 a.m. during the weekends to get the dosas or the aloo parathas in the mess. So unless otherwise planned like trips to Coimbatore, most of my weekends were very chill, doing literally nothing, spending time with friends and watching TV shows.
I would definitely say that I was a night owl. The first 2 years of college, I would stay up all night just because I could. I had no particular reason to stay up. I would just stay up just because I was nobody to stop me. I remember spending time till at least 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning listening to random songs and watching random videos on YouTube. There are even nights when I was downloading video games and I would stay up all night making sure the download doesn't fail. And some of these games were actually 48, 50 GBs, which means I had to stay up all night just to make sure that the system doesn't lock me out.
Since your batch has stayed in both Transit and Ahalya campus, this would be an interesting question for you guys. Which would you prefer, Manju's canteen or the amenity center?
Manju should go to the heaven and the amenity guy to the hell.
Manju's canteen, obviously, because MT Center, they were short of stuff like every time you go there. And Rati Choda.
Between Manju's and Amenity, definitely Manju's, but I miss food court more. I don't know why there should have been an option of food court in the question.
Between Amenity Center and Manju's Canteen, without a doubt, Manju's Canteen is the clear-cut winner. Manju Jeta is a really good businessman and he is one of the most joyful person you'll find in IIT Palkad.
I would say that I miss both those places, Manju Chetan's canteen and Amenity Center. Amenity Center is actually where I have the place where I've made the most memories, I would say. Me and my friends would head there every single night at around 10:30 or 11 for some tea. And those conversations we had there are actually the highlight of my BTech life.
Okay, so Manjuetan has definitely got a lot of fans in our college. So moving on to our next question. Which is the most memorable celebration where you have enjoyed like anything?
The most memorable celebration for me would be the Ganesh Chaturthi festival. Me being from Maharashtra, it was something that mostly reminded me of home. It also brought a lot of friends together, and I was always at the forefront of our organizing team. So yeah, Ganesh Chaturthi festival.
Holy, honestly, because everyone would be at their maximum fun level and dancing around everywhere. So everything about that day was awesome and I loved it.
Most memorable celebration, I think it should be Holi because it has changed a lot. In the first Holi, there was no stripping allowed, and I remember there was a video of IIT Palakkad celebrating Holi on Facebook, and some guy from other college, he commented on that photo, "ये कपड़े क्यों पहने हैं?" At that time, I felt really bad, but now it has changed, and it is getting crazier every year. Good luck, juniors. Keep it that way.
Okay, so can you share some of your memories of Petrichor?
First Petrico, performing during cultural night was really awesome, and then next day Thaikudam really rocked it, and after that second Petrico, I didn't see much of the things, but that battle of bands during that was amazing, man. Seriously amazing.
Memories of Petrichor. In the first Petrichor, I remember Feet on Fire when Prabjot and I performed and got second prize. It was the first time we named our group Chirkus because we participated in the group dance event. And Chirkus, which literally means diarrhea, and we scored second, and that was one of the memory. And other was fashion show this Petrichor 2.0, and of course DJ night with buddies.
For me, the word Petrichor is synonymous to Shubham Gupta. We also fondly call him as Petrichor Papa since he was the first coordinator of Petrichor. Also, Petrichor 1.0 holds a special place in my heart as being the cultural secretary. I, along with the whole cultural team, organized Urge 2.0 during the first Petrichor. Singing and dancing to the beats of Thaikudam Bridge and Lagori are one of the most memorable moments of my stay at IIT Palkad.
Okay, so with that, we move on to our last and final question. This question is about a place where most of us in most weekends visit, be it for shopping, eating, or simply just loafing around. Yes, it's about Coimbatore. Describe your time at Coimbatore, what you do there, and all.
Going to Coimbatore used to be mostly a kind of a spur of a moment thing because what do we do over the weekend? We have nothing else to do, so let's go to Coimbatore. If there was a Marvel movie playing though, it would be planned a month in advance. So if the Marvel movie is releasing a month from now, we used to pre-book the tickets a month before and plan our entire thing out. Also, going to Brookfields, spending time there, going to Barbecue Nation for birthday celebrations was something. It was something regular for our group.
We usually go to Coimbatore for swimming and then Brookfields, BBQ Nation to have so much fun.
So Coimbatore trips, they revolve around food or movies, and so like I remember doing that hand gesture during Captain Marvel, or shouting that Justice League ne Warner Brothers ko duba diya during Aquaman's opening intro when Warner Brothers logo was inside water, was shown inside water, and shouting during Endgame. Yeah, that was really epic. And there was also that one time we went to watch Zakir Khan and Atul Khatri perform stand up. That was also really cool.
Wow, that was really amazing. Thank you, seniors, for taking yourself down the memory lane and sharing your lovely experience with us. So, this brings us to the end of our final episode of Dil Dosti Ki Dastan. Stay tuned to Campus Spotlight for more of such exciting shows. Until then, this is your RJ Sneha signing off. Peace.